Good afternoon, good evening, family. Welcome, welcome to the Mental House with me, your host, Khadija. Like I tell you, the hood's a graveyard, a straight up cemetery full of walking corpses that talk obituaries. Got turned. Let me tell y'all something. I am so supremely disturbed by a story that happened to a friend of mine's aunt. And I'm going to share the story with you. I'm going to share the story with you, with Simone using her own words. I'm going to validate why I say in our community, which is a community that is full of descendants from slaves, okay? Those of us who live in that kind of community, all right? Or when we have enough of these um, situations when we have enough of these situations all across America, and when we're not thinking that it has to do with anything remotely to do with our programming, then we the one that's missing the ball. Okay? Because good and righteous thinking people have to look out for the bad people. We got to look out for the police. We have to look out for people who are just prejudging us and we don't know where they're coming from just because of the color of our skin. So it's a lot of things going on that really can how I say expedite you feeling your feelings to feeling a little paranoid when you're in the community. It can expedite, it can speed up any feelings or any sicknesses and diseases that you may have in the body. Living like this will definitely turn it up, and it will be on high frequency. And people who do not live in these kind of communities, of course, don't have to worry about this element. They might have their other elements they got to worry about, but this particular bullshit, they don't have to fucking worry about. And I am so disappointed. Y'all got to excuse my language. And I really, at this point, don't really give a damn what the fuck it sound like. Because I'm really sick of you little Negroes that are out here perpetuating crimes against older people, people you perceive to be weak. The only weak person in the whole equation is your ass. Because anytime you go after an elderly person or you beat up a little baby, your ass is really messed up. You are fucked up, and we're going to have to eat you. I tell us all the time, yeah, my generation fucked up. A lot of us was smoking crack and fucked y'all up, and we got to own it. We fucked you up. All right? A lot of us have turned different leaves now. A lot of us, and when I say us, I'm not meaning me personally, but I'm in it with you. So I gotta say us, okay? I've never had a kid that's a fucking crackhead. God forbid. Thank God I haven't. I've used cocaine though, okay? But I didn't produce none of this kind of shit that's going out here right now that feels that they can use people, that they can kill people and take what they have because they too fucking lazy to get up off of their ass and do what they need to do for their own selves. I am sick of this kind of element in my community. I'm getting fucking tired of waking up every day wondering if they lurking on the side of the goddamn grass. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm sick of it. And I don't give a damn who don't care. I don't give a damn who thinks that this is, oh, well, y'all like living like that. No, the fuck we don't. No, the hell we don't. So I'm going to share this story with you because it's got me really hot this morning. And y'all do with it what you want. Do with it. Just check it out.
I was coming home from picking my daughter up from work, dropping her off, and I was gonna go somewhere else. So I kind of ran in the house, did something, I don't know what it was, but before I went in the house, I saw a guy walking down the street, which I was kind of leery about. But I got out the car, kind of like when he got to right to me, he spoke. I spoke. I went in the house. So then I ran in there for about 5 minutes, did something, came back out. got back in my car. As soon as I got back in my car, as I was getting in my car, my niece, my 4-year-old niece and her mom were pulling up, and they were saying, "Hi, Auntie," you know, and I said hi to them and got in the car. And just as I got in the car and closed the door, but I'm like, yeah, I think I closed the door. I'm not even sure if it was all the way closed. My passenger door opened up, and there was a guy standing there pointing something at me, and it was kind of dark, so I wasn't really able to see well what he was doing. And then he was like, "Give me the keys," and I was like, "What?" I'm thinking it's a joke or something. I'm like, "What's going on here?" And he's like, just when he started talking belligerent to me and saying, "Give me the keys," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is serious. Somebody is actually stealing my car." So I just threw the keys to him, and just as I threw the keys, I heard the gunshots go off. And so I guess after I threw the keys, that's when he shot me, and I guess that's where the first shot went, was through my eye. And then I turned, and as I turned, I have marks on my back. You can see where he shot me in my back. So you can see all the spots where he shot me at. So yeah, so it's like I have about 2 or 3 back there. That's permanent marks that's back there on my back. I gave you what you wanted. I didn't give you a struggle, and I mentioned that. I gave you what you wanted, and you still shot me. I don't understand that. That was my car. I saved up for it, and if you were tired of walking, you should have did like I did and saved up for a car to get your own car, not shoot somebody or almost kill somebody for theirs. But since this happened, I've had back problems, my leg problems. Everything seems like it's just going out now all of a sudden. I don't know. And it seems like it happened since that shooting. Before that shooting, I had no kind of problems like that. I have headaches and all kinds of things going on now. What's going on in these kids' minds that they think, why would you want to steal a car? And if you look at the news and you watch, most of the time you guys get caught, but then sometimes you end up hurting somebody else, or in the time that you steal a car for what? How long? And then he didn't have my car but overnight, and the next morning they called. Now, because of what happened, I'm permanently relied on somebody to take me around, I can't drive anymore. So, thank you, I mean, I'm so glad I'm so glad that my life was spared, that I am, alive to still, talk about what happened to me. But at the same time, I had to suffer, some.
Grover Ferguson, who was 17 at the time of the offense, was convicted in federal court of carjacking and firing a gun during a felony. He was sentenced to 50 years in prison. Ferguson appealed his sentence and was given a new sentence of 35 years, which he also appealed. All right? Now, some of y'all might say, I'm a little overboard because I don't know how much time is appropriate. I don't really know how much time is appropriate, because you can't just keep putting people in prison and locking them away. At some point, we're going to have to stop breeding this shit. And at some point, we're going to have to take responsibility for breeding this shit. And then we're going to have to take the initiative to get this shit up out of our communities. What is it going to take? I hear a lot of y'all men folk on there talking about women. I don't see women out there carjacking people and shooting them once they get what they want. I don't see women being cowards to that degree. Well, yeah, we might got other issues that are that are damaging in another perspective. But this type of shit right here, we got to get rid of it, y'all. It's got to go. This element in our community that will walk up to a person and jack them and take them their car, you give them the keys, and he shoots you anyway. The black community can't afford you no more. We can't afford this. And I'm speaking as an elder in the community. We can't afford this shit no more. Yeah, if we produce you, we sorry. But now we got to get rid of you. How? I think I'll take a page out of Malcolm's book. By any means necessary. Now I'm tired of talking about shit.